Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I wanted to talk a little bit about Buck. After going to the Pro League tournament in Atlantic City, I noticed a lot of teams ran Buck quite frequently. Now, Buck really isn't someone that you see a lot in ranked due to the recoil on his gun, and I feel like that's the number one thing that steers people away from choosing him, given you can't equip a grip and you have to embrace all the recoil. But I think the Pro League teams really showed how well he can and should be used to make an attacking push so much better. So today I'm going to cover why you should be using Buck and provide a few tips on how to most effectively utilize him. First, he can breach from a distance. Counter to his alternative pick Sledge, Buck is going to be able to destroy soft walls and floors from a distance. Now this allows you to repel from an outside window and skeleton key from the window itself instead of being inside. So not only does this keep you outside the building, safe from nitro cells, traps, or a pulse from underneath, but it provides a more unique angle that most defenders wouldn't expect. In addition, skeleton keying walls is also made a lot easier and you get to do it from farther away. Typically, when you open up a soft wall with Sledge, for example, the opponent on the other side of the wall can typically pre-fire you given you're so close. Buck gives you the range to more safely open up walls, switch to your primary, and peek the hole that was just created. The last thing to mention in this topic is Buck allows you to open up hatches and floorboards that are above you. No other operator can most effectively open up above and then switch to the primary quickly to get kills. Buck is your number one go-to to be able to open up above and then get lines of sight or create the ability to throw a grenade through the ceiling panels. Second, let's talk about this whole recoil thing and what your primary purpose is while using Buck. Buck is not your entry fragger, and what I mean is he really isn't the operator you want to select to go in and get kills. I mean, you can if you want to, but because of his gun's recoil, it's probably not the best course of action to run and gun with. Now, I'm not saying that his gun is impossible. Frankly, I'm getting used to it myself. It's simply just not the easiest to use and get kills with given all the better guns available with the other operators. His primary role is to play support above or below an objective. Now, when deciding whether or not you should bring Buck, you need to think if there are actually places for you to open up from above or below, and I'm not just talking about hatches. Maps like Tower, for example, have like no floors to breach, but there are some hatches. Bringing a Buck on a map like Tower probably isn't your best bet given those hatches will probably be reinforced and then you'd be stuck. Buck needs to be chosen on objectives that allow you to create those unique holes and lines of sight as we saw on Consulate's Garage. Buck thrives on the unexpected. That sudden startling encounter where what a defender was once standing on was perfectly safe is now transparent and you can see them clearly from underneath. So think about which objective the defense is going to be playing on and determine whether or not you can open up from the floor or ceiling. This is what makes Buck's recoil less of a problem to deal with per se. Your job is to create lines of sight, make the defense move around the objective, and simply make them worry about whether or not they are being seen. You want the anchors on sight to be forced to move from their hard angles, hopefully right into the line of fire of your fraggers and those pushing the objective head on. In addition to trying to spot anchors on sight, Buck has additional utility to destroy mute jammers and bandit charges for reinforced walls from above or below. Typically, if a team can't get a Thatcher or Twitch to remove the devices, Buck's ability to destroy those from the top or bottom and even deny a bandit from bandit tricking is really important. Lastly, if a plant goes down, Buck has the ability to shotgun the floorboards from below to get any defender that might try and destroy the diffuser. So just some quick reminders for those of you who haven't already experimented with this extra utility that Buck has. Finally, third, Buck's quickness. The nice thing about Buck, especially when compared to Sledge, is that you can quickly switch from your skeleton key to your primary. But in the event you don't have time to switch, your breaching object is still a gun. You don't have a hammer hopelessly swinging in front of you to kill an up-close defender. Instead, you have an SK412 head smasher conveniently screwed into the bottom of your primary to blow away anyone curious enough to peek your new home remodeling. So yeah, just let that sink in the next time you decide to choose between Sledge or Buck. And I'm not hating on Sledge here. I am a Sledge main myself, but after coming back from the Pro League event, I gave Buck a try and have been having a ton of fun with him. So I definitely suggest you guys give him another shot. That's it for today, guys. I will be gone for a few days this week as I'll be attending the DreamHack Austin event over the weekend. So if you are there, please be sure to find me and say hi. But regardless, I'll be back to uploading and streaming next week, so be sure to subscribe and follow me on all that social media. Additionally, if you'd like to help me establish my Instagram presence, that would be greatly appreciated, as gaining followers on Instagram makes me very, very happy. But that's it. Enough plugging for me. Take it easy, guys, and I will see you all in the next one.